Academia have been supporting education institutions from an Apple perspective for nearly 20 years, helping to embed Apple technology into the curriculum. More and more businesses are adopting Mac to attract the very best talent. Mac is the platform of choice in the creative industries, so helping schools, colleges and universities bring industry standard equipment to the classroom is a key part of our value proposition. Learner to Leader is our flagship student sponsorship program within academia. It centres on equipping students with the latest and greatest Apple technology to support them on their journey from classroom to the connected modern working world. Perfect example of that is Charles.
My name is Charles Awodi. I am the social media lead at Frasers. We own brands such as Sports Direct, Flannels, Frasers, Everlast and Schlesinger to name a few, and I look after all the socials for those brands. Apple technology has been a mainstay in my life, going as far back as university, whereby I was able to access Mac Labs. I used that time to understand the quickest way to edit, do a lot of research, and I was able to pick up DJing on the side from the use of that Mac Lab. And that, in my opinion, really was the start of why I started to love Apple and Apple technology. I've continuously used Apple throughout the rest of my career. I use Apple essentially every single day now, from Macs to MacBooks, iPads and iPhones. I use it to not only create briefs and content ideas, but also in terms of executing that content. So from content capture right through to editing on Premiere Pro and CapCut, and then pushing that content out into social media. I've essentially grown social media following across various brands by over 3 million followers and over 10 million views, essentially from capturing content on an iPhone, editing it on an iPhone, and then pushing it out on social media platforms via iPhone as well. I'm proud of all of the campaigns that I work on, and they just seem to be getting bigger and bigger. I've shot with the likes of Linford Christie, Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, Johnny Fisher, Lionel Messi, Yuri and Timber, Alessia Russo. We most recently done a Women's Euros campaign, working with the likes of Lucy Bronze, Grace Clinton and Sandy Baltimore. The importance of having a Mac, an iPad, an iPhone, and knowing how to make them work better together is perfect for me, because they're all pieces of equipment that I use on a day-to-day, from shoots and making sure that my call sheets are going out to everyone, or making sure that my colleagues, if they have content that they'd like me to review, they can send that to me via AirDrop, and I can send them feedback via notes, also on AirDrop, and send them the content back so they can review that and edit on the fly. Softwares and apps such as Canva and Premiere Pro, Spotify, Getty, and these are all apps that are not only just on the Mac, but can be utilized on the iPad and iPhone as well, and just makes my job a lot easier.